Hey guys, welcome back to the Elf here. Let's get into the sun and get into another reading. This is I was just cleaning up a little bit and I'm back. If you're new to this channel, welcome for the first time. If you're here for the first time, welcome. I'm gonna pull some cards and to my besties, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. I know it's been a minute. I've been just going through some, I guess it's karma or repercussions or causal friction or echoes of whatever expression this is. So I'm sort of coming back into raising my frequency, and I feel like I'm working in tandem with a lot of y'all. So congratulations on tidying up. Congratulations on preparing yourself. Congratulations on moving into setting up for another round. I'm not talking about boxing here. I'm not talking about competition here. I'm just talking about you against up against your highest timeline, and that's what we're gonna do here. All right. So we need to ground and get back up in the air. So people focus too much on grounding sometimes, but it's good for the money, it's good for the grounding, it's good for all of that, but I also feel like it's important to fire and water and air as well to diversify the income and to diversify the focus. Oh, the sun. Goodbye. Thank you for showing up today. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. All right. Really? Totally undecided. Okay. Maybe you're in a situation where you really don't know what you want. Which is fine. Just fine. Fine. Maybe somebody says that. Fine. Fine. It's like, oh, okay. The star in reverse. 10 of Cups. Being happy. So something is making you depressed, but you're happy about it. The star in reverse and the 10 of Cups. It's like maybe you need friends and family. Maybe you do have this feeling of like, oh, the weather is nice. It's summertime. Everybody's getting together. I'm with my peeps. But when you're not, it's a little bit of a challenge with this optimism thing going on because maybe you're not getting the downloads. Maybe you're under surveillance. Maybe you're dealing with monitoring spirits. Maybe you're dealing with certain, okay. So some of y'all are connecting with octopuses and also alien different species that looks like octopuses, or aquatic beings, or ether beings. Like for those of you that do have your open third eye and you're in your Disney Looney Tunes splendor of imagination and integration of vision and operating within the higher echelon of Neptune, and you're fearless in your shine and emission of that beautiful energy that you've attained, then more power to you. But if you're not, I want you to know that there are some people here on this channel that are, truly Disney starseeds. That's what I'm hearing. I love Disney too. Okay, so we're just gonna create a storyline here. We're gonna get things on the table. I want to keep it positive, but I also want to give it to you straight. Like, yeah, I do. Oh, you fixed it. You fixed the whole negativity thing. So congratulations on your communication with your higher self and getting the strength upright, and for taking notes. Like you're really, if you're here for the first time, you're really good at just like clicking things into place. And if you're one of my besties coming back, just know that your higher self is really letting go of certain baggage, regardless of what kind of impression that you have of me. And then there might be, this was coming in earlier, there might be certain things, there might be some things that has to do with you being really good at delivering really bad news to certain people. Like you're really good at delivering bad news to people, but and you might be troubled with a lot of guilt off of the things that happened in the past. It's like, considering the things that you've done in the past and forgiving yourself for the things that you did in the past, and having that guilt, it's been coming up like for a couple of days, and just working through that. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. I haven't done anything wrong, nor will I ever do everything wrong. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. Tapping back into source, right? Tapping back into that eternal you. Tapping back into that, to that beauty and that confidence and comfort together as one. Okay, 3 cups. Okay, so we're just having a good time. We're hanging out. We're with our good peeps. We might have been not dishing out. We might have been chucking out some content to people that we barely know. For like, we're just asking people like, what do you think about this? People that are like in the know, and people that are very public, and they might have your deets. You know what I mean? And you're scared to a little bit. I'm sensing a little bit of fear around like either just freaking out about me looking into it and like, can I trust this guy? Like, what, or simply the fact that what you're going through is like, oh my god, yeah, what are they gonna say? What did I do? How did I get myself in this debacle? Um, and my advice is to just forget about it. Forget that it ever happened. And if they want to come after you, just okay. Is that? Are they? Excuse my French. Yeah, just here's my tip. Okay, don't fight back. Just go be nice to him. Be nice to her. And then you just throw your little tantrums. You just like, no, this is not what I wanted. You know, just go there. And after you're done with all your, tossing shit and really being a kid who's having a temper tantrum, after all of that, you just tell spirit, just be nice to them. Just because I'm having a tantrum doesn't mean that you have to go and do my bidding in the name of destruction. You know what I mean? Like, you're allowed to have a tantrum, but if you keep like wishing for the destruction or the demise, or like, oh yeah, they're gonna pay for their bullshit. Like, if you keep doing that, well, you're simply, yeah, you're really like whipping yourself, like punishing yourself. Not immediately, of course, because that would be sadomasochistic, but in the long run, and that this is what the Matrix does to us. They keep us in cognitive dissonance and short loop memory functions, and we're lacking the ability to catch up on mass patterns that we're locked up in. You know what I mean? It's like a cage without the bars, and waking up to the amount of choices that you have, and then like coming to terms with like, oh my god, it's kind of a prison. how can I motivate myself to realize all of the choices that I have available without being overwhelmed? How can I ask for guidance? Yeah, this is okay. And then stomach it, because I'm sensing that some of y'all might have an issue stomaching it. It's like, yeah, you want to go up the ladder, but what are you putting in your stomach? What are you putting in your body? What is it? What is it that you're putting in your body that would possibly function as a threat to your escalation of frequency and I was gonna say radiation, but yeah. So I have to watch out too. Like, you see, they just came in with this uh, cognitive dissonance. I just had a brain fart. I don't want people to be radiated. I don't want people to accept radiation, but I want people to manifest their light body into being so that it's its own protection. Like gratitude, it's the best protection. Love is the best protection. Forgiveness is the best protection. Okay? So, okay, moving on. We need to ground. So, it's good that you're hanging out with your peeps. It's good that you feel you're in good company with the ones that you're around, and you're building your network, and I'm sensing that you're really getting back into your bravery. Um, but yeah, there's a little bit of hesitancy regarding moving away from a situation, and because you got the Five of Cups in reverse and the Six of Swords in reverse, so that's basically, yeah. Let's get a storyline here, okay? Five of Cups in reverse for me, it means basically feeling like, oh yeah. Okay, so I want to align your Eight of Cups with your Six of Swords, because Eight of Cups is it's like you're being honest about your emotion in terms of what you're leaving behind, but in terms of your ideas and in terms of certain dynamics regarding the Six of Wands, which is more like family. I feel it's more of an intellectual, not strife, but an intellectual affair, an intellectual that has to do with ideologies and value systems. It's like holding on to the old value system, but moving into safer waters. Truly, truly moving into to safer waters, um, with your like just like your closest one. If even if it's like you and your kid, or you or and your woman or man or kid, or you or your dog, or you or your two kids or three kids. I don't know how many kids or how many wives or how many husbands you have, but you're packing it and sort of moving it within the scope of really um, hesitancy. There's a little bit of hesitancy there, and a little bit of feeling alone, or saying goodbye to something, like you're truly done with something, and this is leading to a sort of a little bit of a depressive view on the future. So I need you to feel better about the future, and your emotions. You're incredibly emotionally mature, and you're emotionally brave, and you're taking care of your body in a whole new way. So this waking up to taking care of your body in a whole your body and waking up to taking care of your body in a whole new way, and being emotionally brave, moving away from um, certain situations. This is the training that you're going through so that you can realize how connected your willpower is to your ability to act on your visions. So we're connecting visions and will and action all into this really difficult thing to say. So you're having really difficulty saying it, And I just want to honor you and tell you that you're gonna be fine, and you can, you know, you can honor yourself and take care of your colleagues and keep, sharing good times with your friends, and then keep buying that nutritional, juicy, delicious stuff, and just honor yourself and put it in your body, and really be, yeah, your victory is coming in. Like, your higher self is here taking notes. Okay? Your higher self is here taking notes and making sure that your victory is coming in. So there's this a little bit of like, sir, yes, sir, like diligence, virtue, and love, and really not giving up. We're not giving up. We're moving into a victory that's coming in. Maybe it's going to take 3 months. Maybe it's going to take 6 months, or maybe it's going to take 2 weeks. Letting go of that expectation is half the job. Just know that your higher self is now really making really nice adjustments for the logistics and transportation and all of the coincidences in your life, so that there's a flow coming in here for your victory, and you can let go of the expectations of that victory. Just feel good right now about that. Like, oh, okay, 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 okay. Thank you for doing that. Okay. So what else do you really need to hear? You got the Hangman in reverse and the 10 of Wands, Knight of Cups. There's, oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, death and rebirth. Like, after having let go of the addictions, and after having let go of the vices, the divine union is coming in. So it's like making healthier choices based off of a potential union coming in. But I'm also seeing that there's an incredible amount of, I don't want these lessons. I don't want these consequences to happen to me. I really don't want these consequences to happen to me. I don't want to go through what's in store for me. So maybe the solution here is to truly forgive yourself and actively go in, like, feel like you didn't do anything wrong in the past. You haven't done anything wrong. Get on your wheel of dharma. Karma is like the this term, like the gift that keeps on giving. And it's kind of like that with karma. Is like the blame that keeps on blaming. And it's the expectations of those around us, because let's say we have a tie with a friend or a family member that would never allow for your ascension. Maybe it's time to really, like, cut them out, or make them realize that there's more to life. Maybe you need to help them up, or help yourself by chop, chop, chop. And then, yeah, this one is tough. Okay. The blame that keeps on blaming. Yeah. You really deserve to be treated better by your environment. So just sometimes you just gotta muscle your environment to the fucking ground. Sometimes you just gotta tell people what's up. Sometimes you need to just cut people out. Sometimes you just need to yeah, just enliven that warrior spirit and get out of victim mentality, and sort of buckle up for for a ride, or for an adventure, or for something new, for that bravery. And it's difficult for me speak these words because this is so close to my heart as well. Like I'm I'm literally telling you what I find difficult to do. I wouldn't have been able to pull these cards if I wasn't pulling them out of my own ability to go through all of these archetypes and like, oh yeah, yeah, I can see that. I see that. And like it's like I can muscle and juggle and identify and express and exist and integrate and share all of the archetypes of the deck because there's this willingness to just portray a story or put up a storyline so that there's transmutation available for other star seeds that find it difficult to create more space for that soul to really come in and anchor a higher dimensionality so that we can, get on with it. But since you got the Justice in reverse, you got the Tower in reverse and Knight of Cups in reverse and all of these cards in reverse, let us just pray for family. Let us pray for a incoming happy family dynamicism to come in through our cosmic family. I'm calling in my cosmic family. I'm calling in my cosmic friends. I'm calling in my divine union. I'm calling in my higher timeline. I am sending all energy that does not naturally belong to me back to people that energy belonged to, and I'm calling back all energy that naturally belongs to me throughout all time, space, and dimensions. I'm calling back all energy that naturally belongs to me throughout all time, space, and dimensions. I'm sending back all energy that naturally does not belong to me throughout all time, space, and dimensions. I hereby claim my sovereignty. I cut all cords attached to my energy field. I hereby cut all cords that are attached to my energy field. I am a sovereign being. I am activating my golden light body. I'm coming into the golden threads and the golden frequencies and the golden chords. Only the golden chords can connect back into me. I am an eternal being. I am not afraid. I love myself. I love you. I love you. I love all of you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And now we're sending light to ourselves, scanning our body with our hands, showering ourselves with the light of our finger chakras, pouring that beautiful chakra DNA, finger magic, auric, light magic pouring into ourselves, speaking life over ourselves, speaking life over others, and expressing ourselves in accepting more and more and forgiving more and more. And it's not that bad. Letting go of certain people, they will come back in a more evolved form or shape or sense or being. Like I've had friends in the past, I've let them go, they came back, and another person, it's just they look the same, they have the same look, energy, their like quirks and but they're more evolved. So when you let go of people, they will come back. Okay? And let's move into more of a absolutely this is what I want to do instead of like, yeah, wishy-washy, maybe, I don't know. Let's go for the yes, yes, yes. And also following what feels nutritional. It's just go into those nutritional pockets, like follow what feels nutritional And no matter what you put in your body, just say to your body, this is the best thing that I can give you right now. And mean it. Okay, so you're not going to do that. Is there any one of y'all that will try that? Some of y'all, okay. Okay. You're going to have a great impact when it comes to that endeavor. It's going to be good for your business, good for your enterprise. It's going to be good for you. But you might go into some like loops, some seasonal loops, or addictional loops that has to do with like, yeah, let's say you're addicted to something. Let's say you're, letting go of certain addictions. I don't know if it's sex addiction or coffee addiction or weed addiction or plant medicine addiction or any form of addiction. But yeah, working with amethyst can be very special when it comes to addiction, because I think amethyst is a goddess that the god Dionysus fell in love with, and she didn't want him. He wanted her, and she didn't want him, but he kept chasing. Like, he couldn't stop drinking, he couldn't stop chasing her. She was so beautiful, and he was like, I can't have her. That's who I'm gonna have. And then she turned herself into a clear quartz statue crystal. She just, instead of being this goddess, she just turned herself into a crystal. She immortalized herself. Because if you've seen Lucy, there's a scene there where the guy says, if a cell is experiencing a habitat that is dissatisfactory, the cell is going to choose immortality. But if the environment of the cell is satisfactory, the cell is going to choose reproduction. So Amethyst chose immortality over reproduction because she didn't want this guy. So he started to cry, and since he was, I guess, on a binge out of hell, he cried tears of red or purple, and that's why there's the story of the purple color of amethyst, you know? And it has to do with if you're really working with, if you just have an amethyst in your life, it's probably just gonna make you lazy and douse you and, oh, it's spiritual. But if you're really working with the crystal and like, hi, teach me. If you're like that, you'll probably tap more into your diva, your royalty, your regalness, your not your royalty, but your nobility, your sense of nobility, your higher knowing, and your ability to have an open crown chakra, your openness to bring in the divine feminine, your willingness to forgive and love and ask for forgiveness and say thank you and be in this very responsible energy. And it's just, I really do recommend it, okay? I recommend working with amethyst because it has to do with dealing with your addictions. Like, I've inherited some really addictive genes. So, and I'm not talking about pants, I'm talking about DNA. So it's been difficult for me to deal with certain things that I really like. Because like, if I have the resources, if I have things available, I will just empty the bank, you know? And I really, yeah, I'm just sharing, you know? I'm just making myself vulnerable. I'm just showing you what kind of dialogue that I'm having in the mirror. But the dialogue that we're having in the mirror, you know, when we're having this really honest talk with ourselves in the mirror, if we can handle and manage our shadow, we're not going to get phased or like, what did she say, what did he say? No, there's none of that, because you're in your sovereignty, you're having the honest mirror conversation, you're good, like you're practicing being good with yourself, practicing self-goodness, coming into yeah, this is really difficult for some of y'all, but it's fine. Okay, it's fine. Yeah. Do we want to continue? Okay, no. Oh, well, for some of y'all are done. So thank you so much for hanging out. You can clock out now. For those of you that want to keep hanging out, let's go for another deck. Okay. Blessings, blessings. See you next time. Yeah. And for those of you that want to stick around, let's do not so much tarot surgery. Let's go for a little bit of, I guess, just improv, chill zone, opening up for a more calm perspective, okay? Mm. What do the animals want to tell us? Okay, so some of y'all might be turning 33 soon, or when you're turning 33, freedom will be yours. So horse spirit is coming in, but it's coming in reverse. So I was drawn to that for now. Yeah, so if you can just allow yourself to become a beginner mind and to sort of like just instead of thinking vertically in terms of hierarchy, in terms of exploring dimensions, in terms of like, no, I have to go up to the stars, I have to go up, up, up. I have to always go up, 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 up. I have to move somewhere that's not here. I don't think that's gonna serve this. You could be 59 years old as well, and you might be struggling with being open to thinking horizontally, because the idea is, yeah, to get into the elevator and explore different dimensions. Yeah, do Superman doses or Superwoman doses of shrooms, or just push your limits and figure out that there is excellence, there is aliens, there is other dimensions, there is this other thing other than just my ancestors and my death and my rebirth and my karma and my breakfast and my shit and my past and my memories and this crude um, you know ocular sense of our feeling physical situation. There's more than that. And once you've figured it out, then you can like rest your case and like, oh, okay, these are my choices. These are these are the amounts of choices that I have available to me in this situation. Okay, I'm in the matrix, moving into something else. Okay, and then I can explore the dimension for a second. It's like deep breaths, deep thoughts, big views, big thoughts, big minds needs big views. And if you're I'm a vegan, so if I'm talking to meat eaters, then I do suggest that they eat something other than very scared little chickens, because it's a difficult thing to get out of the genetically manipulated horrible industry of makes it just makes me sad. Anyways, so just get into your porcupine spirit. Time for a beginner mind. Start fresh something and try to and I'm trying to like give birth here to an energy, okay? I do recommend watching Sense8. It's kind of a cool series created by Lana Wachowski. Um, you might have had surges of rage coming in the near past. Just know that you're okay, you're being protected, you're moving into the right direction, and Spirit has got your back. And it's okay to start fresh with something. It's okay to like go into something with an open mind and just like applying for a new job, applying for a new friendship, applying for a new relationship, applying for a new economical situation, applying for a new starship, applying for a new name, applying for a new driver's license, applying for a new certificate in, I don't know, diving or chefing or whatever, applying for a new certificate in Reiki treatments, or getting into becoming a massagist or masseur. I don't know how you say that. And if you want to tap into the 9999 portals, I'm really working on that these days, because we're coming into the mastery frequency, moving now forward into the month of April. Right, April. June. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little disoriented. June. May, June. And so we need to just trust the magic. We've been standing on the platforms of 33333 and 6666 portals for the last couple of months, and it's been really tough because the 66666 portal is actually just a very grounded, very beautiful, very held, and very practical frequency in the name of Virgo, the virgin energy. But with great purity comes also protective forces, and sometimes they're not always benefic. And we've been working a lot as starseeds on cleaning up a lot of evil shit by simply not getting into the fights and simply letting people play out their bullshit and their ignorance and their reactive nature, and we've been just dodging bullets. And I've been reactive. Like last year, or the day before, the year before last year, I was in a situation where I was in a living situation. I was living with someone that was really sick. They were possessed. They had a very dark energy. They were sick, very sick. Like they were very sick. and I couldn't help them. I couldn't fix them. I had to watch them every day, and I couldn't like, hey, let me help you. I'm gonna fix your life. I'm gonna heal you, because I wasn't guided to do that. I was guided to watch someone be extremely debilitated and sick, and it was tough for me, and I became very angry at the situation, at this person. I Yeah, it was extremely difficult to be well behaved. And it is extremely difficult to be well behaved under duress, during battery, during verbal violence, energetic violence, when it comes to like being outnumbered, being karmically served, sort of a punishment, and you go like, uh, yeah, God, Jesus, I'm just gonna follow the divine guidance, and then everyone in the environment, they're just praising the name of Satan, and they have no fucking idea how tiny their energy is, because they're talking about all this evil shit in their native tongue on the daily, constantly in my environment in Oslo, Norway. And if you guys could just send a little bit of help over to this city, I mean, please, please send this video to anyone that has any angelic supremacy, power, awareness, or to anyone that has any goodwill for this planet. Send this video to anyone that could really help out. Please. Okay. And feel free to comment down below if you want me to really get into it. I can talk about the origins of some of these satanical energies. I can talk about the origin point of some of these reptilian cosmic energies that has to do with appropriation. I talk about forgiveness, talk about cosmic disclosure. Or if you just want to hear about the tarot cards and on a personal note, get to know what it is that you're going through, sure, we can get into that as well. I just want to have people on my wavelength, and I just love you guys. And yeah, sorry for bringing it to you like this, all this emotionality, but you know, Sagittarius full moon. Okay, anything else? No, we're done. Okay, wrapping it up. I got 3 rune questions for my besties. Pause, line up 3 runic questions if you want, and try to bring your A game, and then make your choices based off of the runic advice, or use it as a something to trigger you, so that you're activating your higher discernment, your deeper knowing, and your actionable energy. So it's about pushing the envelope. It's yeah, okay. Calling in protection from personal attacks, energetic attacks. Operating within dignity. First question. That's a no. Has to do with a negative male. Someone who's not, yeah, good for you or for the situation. And then there's no impact here and revolved in this situation. There's less impact, so there needs to be, I'm hearing something needs to fuel the oven of the house or something. Yeah. And then there's the everything is lined up for you to go in this direction, so it could be a trap. I don't know. Next question. That's also probably not, because it's about being stuck, and but there's some bravery in this situation, and you're waiting for incoming information, so there's uncertainty. It could be a yes, most likely a no. Spirit is saying no, you're stuck with this energy. Yeah, there's bravery in the equation or in the nature of the question, but it's not necessarily available of bravery at this junction of when you're asking it. Last question. Also a probably not. Just because it's making you satisfied, there's this unwillingness to look at the factors that are missing in the situation and the risk of the cyclical, seasonal recurrence of, yeah, it's making you feel good and it's gonna keep making you feel good, but there's lack mentality in it, or there's lack of resources in it, and it could even be making you unhappy. They're not letting me know. Yeah, I hope that you've got time on your side, and that your relationship with time is a divine relationship, so you can come into your divine timing with everything. And remember how amazing you are, and that you have a wonderful heart. You can always put even more pressure on that heart, my bro, my boo, baby girl, bro. All right, so everybody, chill. Talk to your ancestors. Be nice to people. Organize, well behaved attitudes, and operate within dignity. And take care of your bodies and be proud of this new beginning that you're willing to, like, fine, okay, fine. Or you could go like, fine, I'll do it. I will take the ring to Mordor, although I do not know the way. Okay, I think you get what I'm saying. Okay. All right. Blessings. Love you so much. Peace. Bye.